From Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 Eyewitness News at 5.
We begin with some breaking news tonight. We first brought you this afternoon. Good evening, everyone. A new directed health measure for Lancaster County.
That's right. A mask mandate is going to take effect again at 12:01 Thursday morning, and it's going to last through September 30th. Channel 8's Macy Meyer was at the news conference today from the mayor and health officials and has more. Macy?
Health officials say things are critical in the county and our local hospitals, forcing that mask mandate to come back.
Cases, hospitalizations, and deaths keep climbing. We need to use other public health tools available to help our community keep safe and get us through this surge. This includes wearing a mask.
As the Delta variant rips through the community, Lancaster County health officials are now requiring masks in indoor settings starting Thursday and lasting till September 30th, regardless of your vaccination status. Health officials say the number of outbreaks in child care facilities and assisted living facilities are causing some great concern for what's to come. Local hospitals like Bryan Health have had to turn away critical care patients due to case counts doubling in the last month. They say wearing your mask and getting vaccinated are going to be the key to not repeating last winter.
The question, I think, is, are we simply in a rerun of last winter? And the answer is not yet, but we're on our way there.
No new capacity limitations were announced for restaurants and bars, but masks will be required inside. Health Director Pat Lopez says they will be meeting with UNL officials on Wednesday to figure out what comes next for not only the university, but also Husker athletics. Reporting in Lincoln for Nebraska's trusted news source, I'm Macy Meyer.
And coming into our newsroom just moments ago, Lincoln Public Schools will also be requiring face coverings starting tomorrow.
That's right. This is for all students, pre-K through 12th grade, staff and visitors in all buildings and on buses. And you heard Macy mentioned they're going to be meeting with UNL officials. We also received this. The mask mandate also includes all UNL classes and the Devaney Center because it's indoors. So upcoming volleyball games, we'll have to see how that goes. But again, that's including LPS and UNL. Well, Douglas County health officials want to bring back a mask mandate.
That's right. They're asking the state for a DHM that would require masks for those 5 and older in most indoor places. If approved, the mandate would go into effect tomorrow. Right now, Omaha's mayor is not in favor of it, and many say the governor will not approve it. Bryan Health nurses spoke out this morning. They say the summer surge is unexpected and it's taking a toll on their mental health.
Nurses say all of these cases are preventable. They tell Channel 8's Jael Pembroke that Bryan Health is at full capacity for COVID patients and many are unvaccinated.
And I just don't think a lot of people understand what it's like in the hospital. And so I guess I cannot believe that there's as much disbelief as there is in COVID.
Bryan Health registered nurse Catherine Wolverton says seeing people die of air hunger from COVID isn't easy, and her colleague Taylor Kadavy agrees. She started her nursing career in the pandemic and says these cases are different than last year.
It was easier to empathize last time, and with everything being so much more preventable this time. All the reports have said, the majority of our patients are not vaccinated.
The nurses say patients are now younger, some in their 20s and 30s, without underlying health issues.
Seeing the Pfizer vaccine did get FDA approved yesterday. And so, you know, if you think about the routine vaccinations that a lot of us get just at our doctor's office or for our jobs, this is FDA approved now. So if you had that doubt, you can sure go get vaccinated now.
Kadavy says if cases continue to rise, they're going to have issues finding beds not only for people with COVID, but other ailments. And all of this is taking a toll on her mentally.
Knowing that it's okay to be sad because your patient died, or knowing that it's okay to take a day off, it's okay to have a break, and that caring for our mental health is just as important as caring for our patients, because if we're not mentally well, we're not going to provide the best care.
Reporting in Lincoln, Jael Pembroke for Nebraska's trusted news source.
And both nurses urge people to get vaccinated to help control the spread of COVID-19. As cases continue to rise across the United States, many health experts agree there's no way to tell how long this latest surge is going to last.
But some say a rise in vaccinations will lead to more control over the virus.
If we can get through this winter and get really the overwhelming majority of the 90 million people who have not been vaccinated, I hope we could start to get some good control in the spring of 2022.
Some U.S. health experts believe the virus will end up being seasonal, like a cold or flu, and we must learn to coexist with the coronavirus.
It changes, just like the weather does. There may be times you need to pull out an umbrella. There's times that you don't go inside certain places.
The first thing experts say we need to do is get as many people as possible vaccinated and, of course, mask up. And we're staying on top of that other major news, the FDA granting full approval of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine for Americans 16 and older.
Within hours, people lining up for their first doses. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the latest.
With the Pfizer vaccine now fully backed by the FDA, the race is on to vaccinate the nearly 82 million Americans who are eligible for the shot, but up until now haven't rolled up their sleeves. From Los Angeles to Palm Springs, dozens in California lining up to get their first doses.
I think that the FDA's kind of stamp of approval will encourage others who are on the border.
Dr. Fauci saying if a majority of Americans get vaccinated, we could have control of the pandemic as soon as spring 2022. Meanwhile, the Delta variant tightening its grip. 95.6% of U.S. counties have high or substantial transmission, according to the CDC. In hard-hit Texas, 3 Houston area emergency rooms shut down due to the surge.
She does have a fever, and her caretaker was diagnosed with COVID.
In neighboring Louisiana, nurses fighting fatigue.
Imagine the pressure of knowing that I don't know if I can do this another day, another hour, but if I don't show up tomorrow, there's nobody here to take care of this patient.
As hospitalizations climb and the record Delta wave targets children, Dr. Murthy, during a White House COVID-19 press briefing, pleading with Americans to get vaccinated.
Please get vaccinated. Do it for your own health. Do it for our children who are unable to get vaccinated and rely on the rest of us to shield them from infection.
And as for children getting the vaccine, Pfizer CEO says the company hopes to send the safety data to the FDA by September. That could mean emergency authorization could come by the end of the year. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Let's get to your first forecast now. Maybe you don't want us to, because Malcolm, what was the heat index today? Well over 100?
Well over 100. I think the highest I've seen it so far was around 105 degrees. I'll have to go peek at some of the observations within the hour just to see if we hit any heat indices any higher. Hey, it was just an overall hot day. Right now, temperatures in Lincoln, 100 degrees in East Campus, 96 officially at the airport. So far, I've seen us get up to 99 at the airport. We were forecasting a high of 100 today, so it seems like Mother Nature just wants to tease me a little bit. As you look off towards the west, it's just a little bit cooler out there. We're in the low 90s, but I still consider that hot by my playbook. 98 degrees in Beatrice, 94 in Falls City, 97 the current temperature in Hebron. Now you might wonder, why is it a little cooler out towards the Tri-Cities? Well, the humidity is just a little bit higher as you head west on I-80. Dew points right now at 75 degrees in York, 75 in Aurora, whereas we're in the upper 60s to around 70 closer to Lincoln and Beatrice. So perhaps that may be why the temperatures are a couple of degrees cooler. The heat index right now, or the feels like temperature, is 103 in Lincoln, 105 in Beatrice. So very toasty as we head over the next several hours as well. Satellite and radar perspective showing mostly clear conditions, but there are some showers off to the northwest. Perhaps we'll see some rain tonight. We'll have more details on that coming up in just a couple minutes.
All right, thank you so much, Malcolm. We have received the latest COVID deaths here locally from county health officials.
That's right. 3 more people have died because of COVID-19. A woman in her 50s and a man in his 90s who were both hospitalized. A woman in her 90s who was not hospitalized. 2 of them were unvaccinated and 1 person was vaccinated. So that brings our death toll to 262 here in the Lincoln and Lancaster County area.
All right, let's take a minute here to check out crime news. A huge drug bust in Dawson County.
You're looking here at 11 pounds of fentanyl. The State Patrol says it was in a car they pulled over on I-80 near Lexington. Now get this, experts estimate these 11 pounds of fentanyl could contain approximately 2.5 million lethal doses. The driver, a 27-year-old California man, was arrested. And there were reports earlier this week involving a possible conference alliance involving the Big Ten.
Now the conference made an official announcement this afternoon, and to try and figure out what that's all about, Channel 8's Kelsey Casper joins us now with more. Kelsey?
Yeah, guys, the announcement came today that the Big Ten is officially forming an alliance with the ACC and the Pac-12. The three conferences released the details of what they call a historic alliance that'll bring 41 institutions together as the college athletics landscape is evolving. The alliance includes a scheduling component for football and women's and men's basketball to create interconference matchups, and will also provide the opportunity for teams to play historic rivals. This alliance was unanimously agreed on between presidents, chancellors, and athletic directors. And this is what the statement from Nebraska Chancellor Ronnie Green and Athletic Director Trev Alberts following the announcement. They say that the University of Nebraska will benefit from several opportunities from this alliance that will spread the Nebraska brand from coast to coast. The entire press release can be found on our website, klkntv.com, and we'll hear from Big Ten Commissioner Kevin Warren coming up tonight at 6.
All right, very interesting. Kelsey, thank you so much. Just 2 weeks ago, you might remember, an Omaha South football player collapsed during practice and later died of heat stroke.
With the current heat and humidity and the majority of area teams playing their first games this week, we wanted to see how coaches have tailored their practice. According to a heat index chart fact sheet from the NSAA, practicing during heat index temperatures of 125 degrees Fahrenheit or higher carries a high risk of heat stroke. The NSAA recommends not practicing in those conditions. One local head coach says they have found ways to make sure their players are staying safe during practice.
Again, with the guidelines from the NSAA, we give them water every 15 minutes with a 5-minute break in between. So it's difficult to really get any momentum in practice because we're constantly giving water breaks, but that's for the safety of the kids.
From 1995 to 2020, 51 high school football players in the U.S. have died from heat stroke during football-related activities. And sticking with some health news this evening, coming up after the break, a tasty treat we all enjoy during the summer might be costing us minutes off our life.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Is your heart focused on caring for others? At Synergy Home Care of Lincoln, we're committed to providing the best in-home care and service to our clients of all ages, offering competitive pay, paid training, and flexible shift scheduling. Make an incredible difference in the lives of others. Apply today,
If you want the job done right the first time, you call Thrasher Foundation Repair. Thrasher levels and repairs concrete driveways, sidewalks, and patios for satisfied homeowners across the Midwest. Schedule your free inspection today.
During the Labor Day sale at Furniture Row, the more you buy, the more you save.
We saved $100.
I saved $200. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend on living, dining, bedroom, and mattresses.
We saved $300.
Check out Doorbusters while they last and score free gifts with qualifying purchase, plus 7 years no interest and free shipping. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. The Labor Day sale, on now at Furniture Row.
The Kia of Lincoln Summer Dream Sales Event continues with incredible savings store-wide. Now it's time for you to let the Kia of Lincoln team help you put your dream in your driveway. Kia of Lincoln, 1145 North 48th Street, always open at kiaoflincoln.com.
I love shoes. You find them in the store, you know, they like call you, but they hurt. The best ones hurt the worst. And you're walking around going, I don't want anyone to know that I'm not happy. You're stuck in the arch supports, and I felt so much better. I'd say Good Feet helped with all of my great shoes. They turned out to be
who doesn't love a good hot dog?
That's right, but could those hot dogs be actually shortening your life? ABC's Will Gans has more.
You look like the 4th of July. It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Not so fast, Paulette. A new study suggests that eating one hot dog takes 36 minutes off of your life. New research from the University of Michigan evaluating more than 5,800 foods, ranking them by their nutritional disease burden to humans. A beef hot dog on a bun, resulting in 36 minutes lost, largely due to the detrimental effect of processed meat. If that headline stresses you out, imagine what Joey Chestnut's thinking.
Put down your hot dog! Hello, Joey. Does he need to be worried that all of these hot dogs are just taking years and years off of his life?
I think if you're eating hot dogs in a Joey type of way, that this could be, you know, a turning point in your life to maybe cut back a little bit. If you enjoy a hot dog once in a while, completely fine. Everybody wants to have fun foods in their life, and that's part of enjoying eating.
In competition alone, Joey's eaten at least 1,094 hot dogs, adding up to 39,384 minutes off of his life, or a little more than 27 days. Joey poking fun at the study, tweeting, "Interesting, I might need to eat more nuts to get time back." The competitive eating champ has a point there. The same study suggesting that eating foods like salted peanuts, baked salmon, and rice with beans are equivalent to adding between 10 and 15 minutes back onto your life. Our expert says it's helpful to have actionable, digestible numbers to help us in our health journey, but there's really only 2 numbers to keep in mind.
Focus on the number 80-20 when you're thinking about your diet. 80% of the time, try to go for some of those more nutritious foods that I mentioned that can help to extend your life. And then 20% of the time, it's okay to go for some of those maybe less nutritious but fun foods like a hot dog once in a while.
Bottom line, if you're stressing about every single bite of food that you put into your body, the stress will take some serious time off of your life too. By the way, though, guys, the study found that peanut butter and jelly sandwiches were associated with an added 33 minutes of healthy, happy living. Will Gans, ABC News, New York.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with meteorologist Malcolm Byron.
Well, we got a viewer photo sent in by a real good-looking fella. Guess what his name is? Malcolm Byron, yours truly. I saw this earlier this afternoon. We had mostly clear skies across Lincoln, but if you looked off to the northwest, you actually saw some cool cloud features. This right here is actually a dissipating thunderstorm cloud. The technical term for a thunderstorm cloud is a cumulonimbus cloud, and you can see that there's a lot of these wispy cloud features. These are ice crystals in the upper atmosphere, even trying to fall to the surface and evaporating before, or sublimating before they reach the surface. Off in the distance as well, we had what we call towering cumulus clouds, or cumulus congestus. You ever see those cotton ball shaped clouds, or what we often call fair weather cumulus clouds? Those oftentimes can billow upwards into cumulonimbus clouds eventually. That's why they're all called cumuliform clouds altogether. So this is something that I thought was cool, and I thought I'd share with you this evening. Right now, looking southwest over Honda of Lincoln, seeing some upper level clouds moving through right now, but still mostly clear conditions. It's very warm today. Lots of sunshine helped us warm up into the upper 90s. The highest temperature I've seen in Lincoln so far is 99. We're sitting at 96 right now in Lincoln, 98 in Beatrice, 91 York, 91 Aurora, 92 in Grand Island and in Hastings. Factor in the humidity, and we feel, for the most part, across this map, in the 100s. 103 in Lincoln, 105 in Beatrice. The only spot in the 90s right now is Hastings, sitting at 96 degrees for the feels-like temperature when you factor in the humidity. So if you have any plans this evening, make sure you take it easy outside, stay hydrated, because it's certainly going to be a toasty one. So as we head over the next several hours, temperature still feeling like the low 90s as we head towards 9 o'clock Tuesday. As we get towards tomorrow, 93 by lunchtime, perhaps in the low 100s once again as we get towards tomorrow afternoon. So as we mentioned, lots of sunshine across southeast Nebraska, but there were some showers and thunderstorms off to the north and northwest, moving off towards the northeast. And Stormcast is showing this well. These will continue to move off towards the northeast, but it looks like we'll see some more development just to the north of Lincoln, and it's possible that a couple of these may try to make a run towards southeast Nebraska. Now notice, the map is not completely covered by rain here. So these are only going to be scattered thunderstorms. They're going to be few and far between, hit or miss. Not everybody will likely see rain this evening, so just know that there's not a guarantee that you will get rain in your rain gauges tonight. As we go into the wee hours of the morning and even early Wednesday morning, still showing some scattered showers hanging around, even persisting as we go in towards Wednesday morning. So we're going to keep a morning chance for an isolated or scattered shower or thunderstorm tomorrow morning, perhaps even extending into tomorrow afternoon. Stormcast still showing a couple scattered showers by Wednesday afternoon. Mostly clear conditions, though, by the late afternoon and early evening hours. For tonight, 72 degrees in Lincoln, 72 in Beatrice. Winds will end up shifting out of the east-northeast tomorrow, 94 degrees, the forecast high, mostly clear. And as we look at your 10-day forecast, I think Thursday is going to be just a little bit warmer. Still dealing with the heat index on Thursday and Friday. The high temperature of 98 degrees is a bit warmer than what we were forecasting yesterday. The reason for this is we're going to have a cold front move through tonight. That's the potential, that's what's going to spark the potential for a couple of thunderstorms tonight, and I think it'll start to lift back through as a warm front Thursday morning. That should warm our temperatures by the afternoon. A 96 on Friday for the start of the Nebraska State Fair in Grand Island. Still dealing with the heat index there as well. Isolated storm chance for then as well. Our next disturbance will arrive sometime Sunday, and then it looks like we may have to deal with some more isolated rain chances by Monday and Tuesday of next week.
Malcolm Byron, everyone. Thank you, Malcolm, for keeping us updated. Well, history was made in New York State today as the first ever female governor was officially sworn in.
This comes after former Governor Andrew Cuomo resigned amid sexual harassment allegations. ABC's Rena Roy has more as the new governor laid out her plans for her vision.
It's her first day on the job, and New York's first female governor, Kathy Hochul, says she's hitting the ground running.
Your priorities are my priorities. And right now, that means fighting the Delta variant.
Hochul sworn in Tuesday after embattled Andrew Cuomo stepped down amid sexual harassment allegations that he has repeatedly denied.
I want people to believe in their government again. It's important to me that people have faith.
The 62-year-old New York native became lieutenant governor in 2015. Now, as she begins to lead the state, she says she's committed to creating a new culture in Albany.
With accountability and no tolerance for individuals who cross the line. I'm directing an overhaul of state government policies on sexual harassment and ethics.
And a strong relationship with New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio, who often clashed with Cuomo.
We talked about this era of cooperation, that there's be no blindsiding, there'll be just full cooperation.
I'm happy that we have a new governor. We needed one.
Hochul also speaking with President Biden as she prepares to tackle pressing issues in the state, including COVID-19.
He pledged his full support to my administration in anything we need.
The governor has already appointed her top 2 aides. Both of them are women. She's promised to build a diverse cabinet. Cuomo could face investigations by at least 5 district attorneys across the state. As for those calling for further accountability, Hochul says she'll let state assembly members do their job and leave it in their hands. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
A good day on Wall Street today. The Dow gaining 31 points, NASDAQ up 77. Here are your numbers. You're watching Channel 8, Nebraska's trusted news source.
Tonight, with evacuations now stepped up, how long will it take to get all Americans and allies out? Plus, will the full FDA approval help win the war on COVID? With so much at stake, World News Tonight with David Muir is the #1 program on television.
One of our biggest furniture events of the year, the Labor Day sale at Slumberland. Take an additional 25% off our already low prices.
Well, hello Slumberland.
Get your look for less at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland.
Isn't it crazy how time flies? We started Neiman & Sons in 1981, making 2021 our 40th anniversary.
Grandpa, you're that old?
Yes, Nana and I started this business to help all of our customers with their exterior projects.
We've fixed a lot of roofs over the years, siding and gutters too.
Nebraska storms sure keep us busy.
So you'll be there even when there isn't a storm?
Yes, Lincoln's our home, and we'll be right here to help our customers.
Thanks, Lincoln.
Hey, this is Jimmy Buffett. I am so happy to be bringing my Broadway musical, Escape to Margaritaville, to you. Fins up.
At the Lead Center, September 10th through 12th. Get your tickets today at leadcenter.org.
If you are driven by versatility or driven by recreation, Duteau Subaru is driven by you. Right now at Duteau, lease a 2022 Subaru Outback for only $299 per month. Hurry, inventory is limited. If you're not finding what you're looking for, contact us to reserve an in-transit vehicle or special order the car you've been dreaming of. Become part of the Duteau family today. Online anytime at DuteauSubaru.com.
Did you know that 178 million Americans are missing at
Let's get a final check of the weather with Malcolm. When do you think we're going to start cooling down just a little bit? Give us some hope.
Well, the heat index, or the feels like temperature, could perhaps be close to 90 degrees still by 9 or 10 o'clock. So it's still going to feel very warm this evening. The heat index right now is in the 100s. As far as actual air temperatures are concerned, we're looking at temperatures in the low 90s by 8 o'clock, 84 by 10 o'clock. Clouds starting to increase.
All right. Thank you, Malcolm. And thank you all for joining us.
See you at 6.
Closed captioning